What's up, YouTube? Sean, the Average Angler, here with you back in the office. I want to talk to you a little bit about two things, really. Tournament related, both. Tournament season here in California is kicking off. Not everybody fishes tournaments, I get it. But if you're watching my channel, the odds are you fish. So some of this will play for you too. And really, it's about being prepared. If you watched my video, you know in the last tournament, I was not totally prepared. My partner and I both were not totally prepared for what we were about to encounter. Our practice days, the weather was nice. It was cold in the morning. I mean, Redding, Shasta, it gets cold. But when the sun came up, the wind wasn't blowing. It was nice and we were fine. Tournament day, it was cold, raining and windy, and snow in some areas. Actually, we could see it just above us. Anyway, what happened was I remembered gloves. I brought gloves. Problem was my wool gloves were old and the Velcro on the back was worn out. So as I reeled, the mitt flap kept going across and getting caught in the spinning reel or in the bait casting handle. So, needless to say, I had to take them off. And Kevin just didn't have gloves that were adequate for the conditions we had. End result was our hands became useless. I was trying to push the thumb bar down with both thumbs, and it just got to the point where I couldn't do it. The other side of this is we were so cold, we didn't want to move. So, the first part of this is about being prepared. So what did I do when I got home? I ordered 3 pairs of gloves. 3. So that I have backups, but also so that I have gloves for different conditions. For those that don't know, wool in the wet are great. I need my fingers, my tips exposed to fish. I've yet to find a pair of gloves with my hands fully covered that I'm comfortable fishing with. Wool is very effective even when wet at keeping your hands warm. Now maybe what I should have done was cut the back mitt flaps off, since those gloves are pretty much, in my mind, they're toast at this point. I will be throwing them out. Now I did get some replacements and we'll be doing a little review on those when the final pair gets here. So be prepared, look at the conditions, take extra stuff, have more than you need. That was really kind of the mistake. I was probably 1 layer shy on my clothing. I did stay dry, my rain gear performed well. But because my hands were so cold, and probably my upper body area was a little cold. It was very hard to stay warm. It took a long time for me to warm up. Anyway, it made it very difficult to fish. Our fishing did suffer. But you know, that's part of the game. You got to be prepared. So even if you're just going out fishing for fun, be prepared. Have the things that you may need. Wintertime is great fishing. It can be really good fishing, but there's also the elements that can come at us. Now, with that in mind, the tournament situation in California, we have a lot to choose from. Personally, I think there's too much to choose from. Honestly, I think there's too many circuits going around, and it takes away from the fields, which could be bigger. That said, everybody's trying to do a good job by the anglers. Again, I think I had mentioned WON Bass is probably my favorite circuit as far as the pro-ams go. The shared weight concept. New Gen also does a shared weight, by the way. But WON Bass they do it right. Billy Egan does it right. He's got the sponsorship. He's got the attendance. He's got the right lakes at the right time of year. Billy does a really good job. One of my viewers is coming out to fish the Shasta One bass from Virginia, I believe. So he's flying all the way across the country to come and fish Shasta. Guarantee you're going to have a good time. Just be prepared for the weather. Shasta is really unique in that you can have 60, 70-degree weather one day and the next day it's snowing. When it's nice, and when it's not, it's not. Anyway, aside from that, the tournament situation in California is really good. It's strong. There's a lot of circuits. Too many circuits. But there's some that have been around for quite a while and doing a good job. New Gen continues to do a good job. If you want a team circuit or if you want a Pro-Am circuit. I'm not going to discuss all the different team circuits because obviously there's too many of them. We'd be here all day and that isn't the point. The point is to pick one that suits your availability, 2, your needs, somewhere where you can go and have fun. Because to me, tournaments first and foremost are about having fun. They're about getting together with friends, hanging out, fishing, having a good time, and the camaraderie. Sure, I want to win. I want to win every dang tournament I sign up for. And this last one was one we thought we had a chance to win. Didn't work out for us because we weren't prepared. So we got one bass, got New Gen, and then we are going to have BAM, which is Mark Lassane's new circuit, and he's going to have a invitational pro circuit. He's also got the Pro-Am circuit. No teams at this point, but I think he's doing a kayak circuit also. So what I want to do is encourage people to get out and try tournament fishing. If you've never done it, sign up. And this is really going to depend on your time, okay? How much free time do you have? If weekends is your thing, which, let's face it, for most of us, weekends is our thing, right? We get up, we go to work. You can see I'm in the office. New Gen would be my suggestion for a new angler to sign up as a co-angler. Now, if you have more time of it, because it's a shared weight, okay? Shared weight tournaments are a great learning experience. The camaraderie in the boat is fantastic. And I've never had a bad time fishing a shared weight format, okay? There's no back seating going on, any of that kind of stuff, because you guys are sharing the fish. Same 5 fish get weighed for both anglers. Now, one bass, as I mentioned, is my favorite. There's a reason for it. However, one bass fishes different days of the week. I haven't checked every tournament, but the Clear Lake Open, for example, fishes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, there's some nice things to that, okay? You can drive home Saturday, you got Sunday before you got to get ready to go back to work. The downside of that is, for a working guy like me, is I take a whole week of vacation off, which is fine. I do Clear Lake every year. I'd love to do all of them. I don't have that much time to be away from my family. I don't have that much time to be away from work. So I do the Clear Lake Open. I love Clear Lake. I love it used to be called the California Open. I think now it's going to be called the Clear Lake Open. But you know, I get together with a group of friends, we rent a house, and we go fish for the week. We take our boats, practice. It's still out whether I'll fish as a pro or an AM this year. But it's just a good time. And the reason I fished AM the last few years is because, quite honestly, it's nice to be able to go up and take my boat so I can practice. Maybe I find something and I can help out my boaters. But nonetheless, it's just to allow us to get out on the water, enjoy some time fishing, be relaxed. As I'm not the boater, I don't have to deal with the stresses of being a boater every day. You got to fuel, you got to deal with the boat. It's just a lot more work to be a boater than it is a non-boater. And as I said, it's about having fun, learning, and spending time with friends. Okay, as we get older, we're all getting older. The group that I go do this event with, we have all been friends for 30 years. And this is 1 week a year that we can plan to do an annual trip and go hang out. So I encourage you, if you're watching my channel, it tells me you're a fisherman. And maybe you're not in my area, maybe you're not in Northern California or Southern California, because One Bass does both. But look for some of that stuff in your area. And if not, like my viewer that is coming from Virginia, sign up for one of these great events. Man, the U.S. Open's a great one. I think it was more nostalgic when it was on Mead. And hopefully it'll get back there. We'll see. Time will tell. Maybe you want to go do one of the ones in Arizona. You can still do Mead. It's just not the U.S. Open. But pick one, plan for it, and make a week of it. Make a vacation of it. If you go to Lake Mead, you can take your family to Las Vegas and you can go fish. Not a bad idea, huh? Anyway, hope you enjoy the video. When you have a bad tournament or bad day of fishing, don't hang your head, man. Think about it, see what you did wrong, move on, and learn from it. This is Sean, the Average Angler, and we're staying average. You all have a great day.